Good morning, Flo. I wanted to ask you what are some of the challenges that go into defending a John Gruden offense?
It's very multiple. A lot of personnel groups, a lot of shifts, a lot of motions. Um, Good players. So good run game, good pass game. Yeah, it'll be challenging, very challenging for us. We got to do a good job, really, um, communication wise, fundamentals, technique, and try to limit them. But they got some explosive players, good backs, good quarterbacks. Regardless of which one's out there.
Steve?
Morning, Flo. I got two for you. I'll ask one at a time. But what your approach, your day-to-day game, the reality of knowing you guys are playing meaningful games right now. I mean, how much do you or you think your players or people in the building are thinking?
I think we just try to take everything one day at a time, and just try to improve on a daily basis, and try to focus on what's right in front of us. Which today is our walkthrough, or meetings now, and then walkthrough, and then practice, and just try to build on that, and just try to handle what's right in front of us instead of thinking down the road. I think that's kind of the best way to approach things this time of year.
And in facing the Raiders, I talked to them yesterday. They seem pretty resigned going there a long shot. What's kind of the danger of facing a team that may not be having a playoffs to play for?
I mean, to me, it's just a dangerous team, and that they're talented, they're well coached. This is in this league every week. There's good players and good coaches, and I'm sure they'll come out, compete, play hard. They still do have a chance, so. I expect them to play well. I mean, they have, I would say, most of the year.
Will?
Hey, Flo, I have a question more about the week in general, just kind of a two-part question on just being Christmas week and the holidays. How do you structurally differently? I know you guys have to travel, basically on Christmas Day, but structurally to make sure that you get to enjoy your family, the players do. And what is kind of a Flores family, Christmas and the memories you have, whether with your children or when you were a child?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's the holiday season, so we'll try to make some time that everyone can spend with their families, but also try to get the work in, because it's an important game also. And I think our players understand that. So we'll work. We're absolutely worked some yesterday. We'll work today. We'll work tomorrow as well, and then we'll have some time to spend with our families, tomorrow evening and Friday, Christmas morning, before we leave. As far as the second part of that question, Christmas, for me, there's a lot of great memories. Again, like I've said before, similar to Thanksgiving, my family would get together all the time and just enjoy each other's company and celebrate, Christmas, say the birth of Christ, and just enjoy one another.
Steve?
Ryan, as far as areas where your defense can improve, what jumps to mind for you?
I think we can improve in all areas. Run game, pass rush, setting the edge. I mean, look, there's never been a perfect game, and we can always improve in a lot of different areas. Play action, less penalties. I mean, I could stay here for a while if you.
Omar?
Good morning, Flo. I want to ask you this offseason, when you were when the team was adding free agents, how important was it that you, one, added guys who were familiar with what you were doing in order to help you take this defense to the next level, and two, adding guys who can do multiple things, play multiple roles, fill multiple spots?
I think, we wanted to add the right people, guys who are tough and smart and competitive, love to play, team first. So I think, just with every addition, that we had that in mind. But, I don't know if familiarity was, I know you mentioned that, but, guys like Shaq Lawson, Agba, and Byron Jones weren't as familiar, they've never been in this defense, but like guys like Elandon and Van Noy. But we're just looking for the right people, guys with a skill set. All those guys are, good players. They want to be coached, and they work hard. And I think they've worked hard this year and improved. And that's all we're really looking for.
Joe.
Hey, Flo, good morning to you. As far as the offense and downfield passing, where do you feel the offense is relative to its development and its potential for downfield passing?
I think we moved the ball effectively last week. I think downfield passing is relative to downfield passing. I think if there are opportunities for passes down the field, you take them. If there's not, you try not to force them. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's about moving the ball and trying to score points, put ourselves in good position. And again, it's like I tell the players, let's do all the little things, and then the big things, hopefully show up. And we try to force the big things. Normally, you shouldn't force the big things. You should just do all the little things. I know everyone wants explosive plays and wants interceptions and sacks, and that's what everybody wants. But I hope we just continue to try to make smart plays.
There's one more question, Adam.
Yeah, Joe kind of stole my thunder there, so I'll ask a related question. When you were evaluating and deciding on Tua, how important was ball security over that enormous arm that, say, a Justin Herbert has? How important was it that you had a quarterback that you could trust wouldn't turn the ball over?
I think that's always at the top of the priority list for anyone looking at any offensive position. Turnovers are the number one reason why people lose games. So I think I would say that's hopefully at the top of everyone who the Dolphins fans list. Hope it's at the top of yours, Adam. So yeah, it's at the top of mine. It was at the top of, I think it's one of those where anyone who's doing an evaluation, if you feel like this guy's going to turn the ball over time and time again, I don't see why you would take a chance on somebody like that. So Tua's done a good job from that standpoint. It's something we stress on a daily basis. And taking care of the football. I know it's not always perfect. There's a lot of good players in this league who are consciously trying to take the ball away. And we're trying to do the same thing defensively in the kicking game. So, that's the game. Defenders are consciously trying to take the ball away, and offensive players should be consciously trying to secure the ball. So, yeah, I would say that's very high on my priority list at anyone who handles the football. Punter, snapper, center, quarterback, running back, tight end, receiver. Do you intercept the ball? You got to secure the football. We had that a couple of weeks ago. We get an interception. We fumbled it. Thankfully, we got it back. But, yeah, ball security is at the top of my list.